So I've cleaned her fly screen. Doesn't that look beautiful? Look at what was on it. I mean, that stuff's microscopic filth that goes into her little lungs at night. So that's number one. But even worse, if you come have a look here, can you see that, Viv?
Just go ahead and have a look. Yes, what is this?
That's toxic mold. You know, it's so interesting, isn't it? I see this so regularly in houses. This is the little girl's room, and I have daughters myself. And, you know, this was all covered up, that space there. And look at where her little head sleeps every night. So it's kind of out of sight, out of mind. But as soon as you get cleaning, and I always pull this stuff away. If it's near a kid's head, I want to know what's going on. And so I've cleaned her fly screen. Doesn't that look beautiful? Look at what was on it. I mean, that stuff's microscopic filth that goes into her little lungs at night. So that's number one. But even worse, if you come have a look here, can you see that, Viv?
Just go ahead and have a look. Yes, what is this?
That's toxic mold. And that's sending out little mold spores to recreate itself at night. And those mold spores are toxic for all humans, but especially little developing immune systems. So whenever we try and cover something up, out of sight is not out of body, all right? In fact, what we can't see with our eyes can hurt us. We've learned that with this crazy latest pandemic, etc. Toxic mold's very bad, especially near where you sleep. So when we do a spring clean, we are not going to ignore edges. We're going to go after the filth that's in the edges. That's why it takes us longer. That's why it costs you more. But the end result for your health is far superior.
And what would the mold does to the kid when she's sleeping? Because it doesn't look that much, but how would it affect her health?
It's a very good question. So the way to think about the dust in the home, etc., is that it's actually like a cloud. You're so used to it, you can't see it. So think about the people who lived in Nepal for 30 or 40 years and couldn't actually see the Himalayas. And then when this COVID thing started, all of the cars stopped driving for a while. So that fog that was between them and the Himalayas suddenly dispersed and they could see the Himalayas for the first time. That's what's happening in a house. The fog of dust, mold, other microscopic stuff is in the air.
Yeah.
So the way to think about it is that's contributing to the overall house's pollution, but it's particularly emitting close to her head. And so she may wake up and be in a little bit of a down mood. She might have symptoms she can't express. She might have a bit of a blocked nose. She might have a little bit of a headache. She might just feel a little bit off. So when you live in the opposite, which is a very pristine environment with healthy air, with no toxins, you wake up feeling pretty great, okay? But your general well-being experience when the environment is toxic and polluted is not good. And it slowly affects the whole family, even to the point of how joyous and happy the family is in the morning. So I'd need to write a thesis to explain to you how the whole process works, but that's the basics of it.
All right, that sounds great. So we get rid of the mold and rid of the dust today.
And anything else that's toxic in the house, and we use non-toxic products, and all of the filth goes onto our cloths and out of the air into our air filters.
Perfect.
Thanks, Vivian.
Michael, thank you.
Thank you.